Have you ever heard of a place where brides are sold like commodities? Welcome to the fascinating world of Bulgarian traditions. Nestled in Southeast Europe, on the eastern fringes of the Balkan Peninsula, lies the intriguing country of Bulgaria. Bordered by Romania to the north, Serbia and North Macedonia to the west, Greece and Turkey to the south, and the Black Sea to the east. This nation is a melting pot of cultures, with Orthodox Christianity dominating at 69.3%, Islam at 10.8%, and a smattering of other religions making up the rest. The Bulgarian lev, their national currency, acts as a symbol of love and is a crucial part of one of their most unique traditions. But what sets Bulgaria apart is not just its rich history, unique culture, and high-quality rose oil. It's a tradition that might seem outlandish to many, the Roma bride market. In this tradition, young brides are sold off, their worth often measured by their physical attributes. It's a tradition that might seem out of place in the 21st century, yet it persists. The girls, their education usually limited to just 8 standards, are prepared from a young age to become wives and mothers. The criteria for selection are stringent. The girls must be attractive, with blue eyes and pale white skin being especially sought after. Dark skin and black eyes are often frowned upon. The minimum age for these brides to be is 13, while the maximum is 20. Anything beyond this age range is considered undesirable, and the price for the bride falls. In the heart of Europe, this tradition of selling brides, as bizarre as it may sound, continues to thrive. But before we judge, let's delve deeper into this practice and try to understand the cultural nuances that keep it alive. After all, every tradition has a story, and the story of the Bulgarian bride market is one that's as captivating as it is complex. Among the Bulgarian Roma community, there exists a tradition known as kalaiji. Let's delve deeper into this unique custom. The kalaiji tradition is a practice deeply entrenched in the values of this community, painting an intriguing picture of a culture that time seems to have bypassed. In this tradition, women are seen less as individuals and more as commodities. Their worth, often equated with their beauty and purity, is bartered for in a marketplace of marriage. Education for these young women is often limited, with most not pursuing studies beyond the 8th standard. Independence, a virtue celebrated globally, is discouraged in the kalaiji tradition. These girls are not taught to be self-reliant, but to rely on their future husbands for their needs and security. This is a stark contrast to the modern-day emphasis on women's independence and self-sufficiency. The act of selling the girls for marriage is not dependent on the financial status of their parents. Whether the parents are rich or poor, old or young, their daughters are sold in the bride market. This market is not just a place where monetary transactions occur, but also where the futures of these young girls are decided. The kalaiji tradition is not without its critics. Many girls are not in favor of being sold like commodities, and yet they are bound by the chains of tradition. This tradition, while unique, is a stark reminder of how far the world has come in terms of women's rights, and how far some parts still have to go. Deeply embedded in their culture, the kalaiji tradition is a stark contrast to the modern ideals of women's rights and independence. It serves as a reminder that while progress has been made, there are still societies where women are not seen as equals, but as commodities to be sold. It is a tradition that is both fascinating and thought-provoking, offering a look into a culture that is vastly different from our own. Once a year, an event takes place that highlights this unique Bulgarian tradition, the Roma Bride Market. Nestled in the heart of Bulgaria, a country renowned for its rich history, unique culture, and high-quality rose oil, the market is a sight to behold. It is a tradition that has withstood the test of time, offering an intriguing glimpse into the kalaiji customs. This market, held annually during the spring season, is not your typical marketplace. It's an arena where parents bring their unmarried daughters, hoping to find them a suitable match. But the process is anything but ordinary. Here, the girls are considered the most precious commodities. They are dressed in vibrant, velvety scarves, their faces adorned with heavy makeup, a spectacle designed to attract the attention of potential suitors. The preparation for this event is meticulous. Parents, guided by tradition, ensure their daughters look their best. After all, in this market, beauty is a currency. The girl's age is also a significant factor, with the prime age range being from 13 to 20. The younger the bride, the higher the price she may fetch, a notion that may seem outlandish to some, but is a cherished tradition for the Kalaji. The market bustles with activity. Men, not merely spectators, but active participants, engage in the bidding process. The aim is not frivolous entertainment, but a serious pursuit of marriage. Once a suitor's bid is accepted, the families meet, paving the way for a union steeped in tradition. However, it's not all about commerce. At its heart, the Roma bride market is a social event, a celebration of culture and community. It's a place where old friends reunite, stories are exchanged, and the young ones get a taste of their rich cultural heritage. At the Roma bride market, the ancient tradition of selling brides comes alive, painting a vivid picture of Bulgaria's cultural heritage. What happens after the sale? Let's find out. Once the auction concludes and a suitable match is found, the process that follows is not unlike traditional arranged marriages in many cultures. The families of the bride and groom meet, often for the first time, to discuss the wedding arrangements. The atmosphere is one of anticipation, excitement, and even a little trepidation. After all, these young brides and grooms are about to embark on a new chapter of their lives, one that was chosen for them, but that they must navigate themselves. The wedding ceremony itself is a grand affair, full of color, music, and traditional rituals. The brides, once adorned in shiny, flamboyant scarves for the market, now wear beautiful wedding dresses, their faces glowing with a mix of nervousness and joy. The grooms too are decked out in their best, ready to take on the responsibilities that come with marriage. But what about love, you may ask? In the Kalaji tradition, love is not the starting point of a marriage, but rather it's often the end result. Like many arranged marriages around the world, love is something that develops over time. It grows from shared experiences, mutual respect, understanding, and the commitment to build a life together. Despite the unconventional beginnings of these marriages, it's not uncommon for them to bloom into love. The young couples learn to navigate the complexities of marital life, to understand each other's quirks and habits, to support each other in times of difficulty, and to celebrate together in times of joy. With time, the bond between them strengthens, deepens, and evolves into a profound love that adds another layer of complexity to this intriguing Bulgarian tradition. Despite the unconventional beginnings, these marriages often bloom into love, adding another layer of complexity to this intriguing Bulgarian tradition.